This was Liverpool, a thriving town sat on the waters of the Mersey River, full of cultures from all around the world, and stacked with hundreds of years of history, interspersed with a full booming economy and all the natural beauty that anyone could ask for. It was a place where you could go 10 minutes from your door and be blown away by how old historic buildings gave way to stunning views of natural beauty, only for that too to be replaced by the latest in industrial and commercial technologies. Used to be that the streets were full of happy families, friends gathering together to enjoy all that the town had to offer in those rare moments of warm, basking sunlight, or all too commonly, they would battle the grey storms and cold winds. But those great spirits were never broken. The old English spirit was high in Liverpool. Families and friends could gather and play, and every single one of them was respectful towards each other. And of course, they had a healthy respect for the dead. Used to be that when you needed something, then you'd just go down to the nearest superstore, filled with every item you could conceivably need. And then, on the way home, the bigger thing you needed to worry about be that a group of screaming kids would give you a headache, or music would be blasted from the nearest fair that had popped up near your home. But that's a thing of the past now. All the signs of fun life would have left behind are gone. It's amazing how you can miss the smallest thing from your old life. How the streets would be packed with people, and all those rows of houses would be filled with sounds of life, but instead, they just filled with the occasional feast for the undead. I can still remember where I was the day my home went to crap, standing out in the middle of a park in the light of day. I couldn't believe how empty the place was, how lucky I was to have found a quiet hour away from all the problems that I faced, before. It wasn't until I went back home that I began to realize something was extremely wrong with the neighborhood I was walking through. And that was the end of the problems that I faced, all forgotten in the blink of an eye. I can tell you how often I remember those worries, wishing that I could take them all back. It sure as hell beats the things that I need to worry about now. It's funny how we start to take new meaning in our old worlds. Old words once written in stone, speaking about how fickle time can be, now imbued with a new meaning, a new sense of importance. But that was not just the case with old poetry. No, that went with everything in life that had once been so simple. The wide open spaces where I would have once expected to see love and fun were now havens for the undead. I can't believe that I would ever see this, but I find myself missing the traffic that once plagued the town. It was full of life, with people who had nothing to fear on those streets but being late for their next appointment. But that's no more. The streets are no longer places of life, but instead they are empty, perilous places, devoid of light, with every corner being a potential hiding place for you or for them. There is no spirit to speak of in these streets anymore. They are lonely, quiet, and they are dangerous, even to veteran survivors. The buildings that we had once visited daily for supplies, or for that pretty checkout girl, are now only empty buildings, stripped bare in the early days of the outbreak for supplies. And the places of knowledge that had once held the town's best and brightest hopes of the future now found themselves barricaded in, holding our hopes for any future. And as for the wealth of knowledge that had once rested there, well, let's just say that books catch easily, and they keep you warm for hours.